to the northeast in Northumberland. We are heading to Lindesfarne or Holy Island today to have a look around. So if you know anything about Holy Island, it's an island. It's not an island because it's connected by a, what is it actually called that it's connected by? You can drive on it, but obviously when causeway, that's it. Couldn't think of the word there, causeway. It's connected by a causeway.
Just check that out quickly, just turn your camera. Look at that, Bamburgh Castle.
Bamburgh Castle. We're going to visit that on Wednesday. Yeah. And if you look at my week 20 running video, I also run down the beach to it and took some video of it down there as well, so awesome. On my Marie Runs Ultra page. But yeah, Bamburgh Castle is very impressive. I'm quite excited to go and visit that. Again, if you follow my Marie Runs Ultra channel, that's where I should have been finishing my ultra this weekend, which is why we're here before it was cancelled, and I'll be doing that next year instead. So
and
yeah.
Also, just to say quickly, we're meeting Marie's dad there, or we're taking Marie's dad there with us. So I don't know how much vlogging we're going to do on the day.
Yeah, we'll probably just take video clips rather than
video clips.
Yeah, I don't think you'll want to be on the camera. Yeah. So yeah, today we're heading to Lindesfarne. Like I say, it's called island, but it's technically not an island because it's connected by a causeway. But you can obviously, there's twice a day where you can't, and twice a day where you can drive to and from it. So we have to get there before.
About an hour.
We've got about an hour. No, it's about 1 o'clock. Yeah.
So we've got an hour and a half.
We've got an hour and a half.
About half hour to get.
So you have to get there before today. You have to get there before 1 o'clock before you can't drive over it, and then you're stuck there until about 6 o'clock, which is fine because there's a castle there and there's a priory, and you can walk around the whole.
I think there's a pub there as well.
Yeah. There's a little village. There's a whole little thing. So, and you can walk around the island as well. I was thinking about doing a run around the island. So it's about 5 miles round if you really wanted to walk around all of it, but obviously you can go through the middle and stuff as well. And there's lots of things to see. So we're going to spend the day there. We've got the boys. Hawkeye's squashed in the corner again. Sorry, Hawkeye. I know he's taking up all the room. And the castle is National Trust as well. The boys can come in the ground. So I think the plan is we'll go in there, and then if we want to go inside, we'll just take turns while the other one looks after the boys. So that's what we're going to do today. So we will see you later.
Just stopped for lunch, just had an amazing meal at the Ship Inn. Really recommend it. If you're ever over this way, go and check it out. I had a burger and chips. No surprise there. Marie had a, what did you have?
Steak and ale pie.
Steak and ale pie.
Really good.
Yeah, proper old school home cooked. And yeah, they do dog stuff as well, although they didn't get any. They have like doggy ice cream. But
it's a proper old fashioned pub and it's lovely.
The dogs did get a little bit of my burger and they got a bit of Marie's steak. So yeah, so now we're heading down onto the nature trail, which takes us past the castle, so and then we'll check the castle out when we get there. And the weather has just turned beautiful. Look at it.
So one thing we learned while we were in the pub, well, we didn't learn, we knew already, but we didn't realise that so many people didn't. Something you really need to check if you're coming to Lindesfarne is the causeway times, because so many people, I think 3 or 4 groups of people came in the pub while we were there.
Yeah.
And the man was checking, quite responsibly, was checking with every person that came in.
Are you here all day?
Staying here for the day, or are you, like, because just so you know, the causeway closes at 1:05. And it was like...
It's like 12:30.
It was like 12:30
yeah.
up to 1:45 when people were coming in, and they were going, oh no, I was only going to be here for a couple of hours. And he was like, well, you either leave now or...
Stupid people.
Or you're here until
like, check 6. Before you come, people.
So if you come to Holy Island, make sure you check the causeway times is number 1.
Yeah, otherwise you'll get stuck in the sea.
And then something to be aware of, which I think we've just discovered. I don't know if it's different because it's a Sunday, but certainly today it seems like most people come in the morning. So I said, like, there's a morning session and an afternoon session. You either come early and then leave just before whenever the afternoon time is, you know, because it's different every day. Today it's 1:05 so there was a droves of people leaving as we were coming in, or do what we've done and come in the afternoon session. The downside to coming in the afternoon session is that a lot of places sort of close for the afternoon, and the castle's up until 4, and obviously you can go on the nature trails whenever you want, so it depends what you're wanting really. There's not like a huge amount, sorry, Hawkeye's dragging me up. There's not a huge amount of shops and stuff, so it's not like you're really missing anything.
But there's a couple of pubs, there's a few cafes. Obviously you got the castle, which is what we're heading towards now. That's the,
so the castle
main
is
attraction,
National
I guess.
Trust. The Priory is English Heritage, and there's also a Priory Museum, and I think there's another museum as well, so I'm getting dragged by the dogs here everywhere. But yeah, so there's not like a huge amount too, but there's lots to walk around. There's lots of oh sorry, could I have one?
That's alright.
There's loads of chill stuff, but yeah, it's just be aware what time you're coming.
Yeah, do your research before you get here, because like Marie said, if you get caught, if you want to leave and the tide won't let you leave, then well, you're stuck here for 6 hours.
And apparently so many people actually do
try and drive through it,
and they can't, and they have to get rescued and stuff.
And then their cars are just written off because they get dragged away by the current. So yeah, I mean, it's not dangerous, it's just, you know, just stick to the times, and people just leave it to the last minute and then they get caught out because there's a queue of traffic or something, and yeah, so they're just a bit dumb. But we're here till 6:30, yeah, and then yeah, so let's do a bit of exploring. So unfortunately dogs aren't allowed in the castle, so I've left Marie behind. She's gone down to one of the benches, sit with the dogs. I've gone in, and then we'll do a switcheroo. And it's National Trust, so if you've got a National Trust membership, it's free of charge. God, it's about as steep as that hill we climbed yesterday. Gorgeous view though, look at that. You can just see Bamburgh Castle over in the distance there. That's where Marie is, all the way down there. So let's have a look and see what we can find. Don't climb on the walls, it's a steep drop. I'll remember that. So I was just talking to a lady downstairs. Oh, the lighting's not rigging here. Apparently this isn't actually a castle, it's a fort. But somebody who owned it back in the 1900s wanted to impress his friends, so he referred to it as a castle. But it's not actually a castle because there was no royalty or dignitaries that stayed here. It's quite interesting. Not sure which way we're going. Go up this way. So the lady was also telling me that apparently this fort was built just over there. You can see the old priory or monastery, and they took a lot of the rockery and everything and built this castle using the stone from that monastery. I think it was the Vikings that came and basically tore it all down, although not all of it, obviously you can see some of it standing, but apparently it was huge when it was here. It was absolutely massive, but they they came and ripped loads of it apart and built this fort using stone from there, which is pretty cool. So cool that we're just surrounded by the sea, so you can see the waves breaking over there. The mainland's just over back there, all surrounding us here. I mean, obviously we're on an island, and it is an island now because the tide's come in, so we're stuck here for another 4 hours at least. But it's just absolutely beautiful. And then you've got Bamburgh Castle just over there in the distance. And look at that swell and that water. It's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that's the castle. Gonna head back down so Marie can have a look. That's really interesting. It's not that big in there, but interesting to learn some of the history about the place. No waiting, no waiting.
This is part of the National Trust thing. If you can visit the castle, you don't have to pay to actually get in this bit because it's not connected to the castle, but they ask for donations at the gate if you're not a member. We're members anyway. But it's just a garden for the castle. It does have a name, but I can't remember what the name was. It might say on the gate.
Something Jekyll.
Yeah. Cute little garden though.
Yeah, you get lots of gardens like this at sort of castles and big houses where all the servants would grow all the herbs and veggies and stuff. But yeah, cool.
And they probably need to cultivate the land a lot better in here because we're so close to the sea.
Gertrude Jekyll.
That's it, Gertrude Jekyll. Get off that. Not supposed to be on there.
Naughty serious.
Gertrude Jekyll garden, that's it. She designed it in 1911. Apparently.
Very good. Overlooks the castle. The castle overlooks it rather. Really nice. Lovely scenery. Are you okay? Okay, so unfortunately we've missed being able to go into the Priory because it closed at 5 o'clock and it's like 5:30 now. But we can walk around the outside of it through this churchyard. And here's the, well, part of the Priory. Pretty nice. So according to the lady who we were talking to in the castle earlier, she was saying that this was demolished by the Vikings. I can't remember what year, but a lot of the stonework was actually used to make the castle. So, and like I said earlier, this used to be massive apparently. How cool is that? Let's have a little look at the notice board. It's proper pretty. Oh, £15 to get in. Okay, so back at the car now. We're heading back to Sea Houses, back home. Gonna get a takeaway tonight. Marie's getting a Chinese and I'm getting a kebab. Lucky us. Dogs are absolutely shattered. We just spent about 45 minutes in a pub having a drink before it's safe to head back over the causeway. You can actually see now, yeah, you can see where some of the water's receded. We're actually about 10 minutes before we're supposed to be allowed to go back across. But
I'm sure the guidelines probably give a buffer.
Yeah,
just to be
I'm sure there's like a safety buffer. So as you can see, it's not too bad. You know, it's perfectly passable. So yeah, so we're going to head back, get something to eat, and then tomorrow we're going to Alnwick Castle.
I can't wait to go to Alnwick Castle, it's so good, I can't wait to show Tom. Not taking the dogs.
I keep saying Alnwick just to wind her up.
So annoying.
And Berwick instead of Berwick, and whatever else. It's so funny.
It's very nice.
Right, yeah, so we're gonna head off and we will see you on the next one. Bye.